One of the major things that people should understand about my kind of people is that in the kingdom of God, there are those of us that are not supposed to get out. We're supposed to stay and 24/7 pray and talk to God. One of my mentors had such a vision. He would say, I wish I could be enabled by God to have access to resources that will enable us as an organization to take care of those who are just going to sit down and intercede on everybody else's behalf. So there are those of us that are not supposed to go out, but when we see the chaos outside, we are called to rise up and out and then start to sort things out. So there are those of us in this great beehive that are meant to stay inside. We can't even cope outside. Materialistic things, I have friends that have got things. They don't mean much to me. Money, fame, accolades, fun, disco lights. Someone, it was organized. I was at school. They had this fun day, put up sound system and disco. And I was like, I'm in this place, but it doesn't, you know, all these materialistic things, money, fame, power, those things mean nothing to us because we are so addicted in the presence of God. The main reason why I go out, study, work, acquire knowledge and skill to be able to speak and be eloquent, I do that just because I don't want to starve. I go to study, go to learn, because I don't want to wear things that I don't want to wear. I don't want to live where I don't want to live. I don't want to eat according to the situation I'm in. No. So that's the reason why you'll see me working and all that. So there are things that are just for office use only. But when we see the damage that is taking place, it's like Jesus is saying, are you going to sit and be quiet when things go on like this? So we spend time in prayer. I was just watching another channel in YouTube. It's called Faraway Place. There are family that are living there in the mountains, self-sustaining. You can see they have a well there. They are raising their own cattle, their own chickens. They are producing their own knives. The father is teaching his sons how to be self-sustaining, and I was like, wow, what a life. They are making their own honey. They are making their own cuisines, their own meat, their own food, producing their own water, and it's such a wonderful thing. Away from the political nonsense that is taking place, away from the deliberate shenanigans that we see, because some of us would quickly get to the point. So it's basically up to you as an individual as to what kind of life really do you want to lead. What kind of reality do you want to be involved in? Because at the end of the day, after we have argued and dialogue, the fact that people can sit up there and argue for 30 years and do nothing, that is long term for the people. They can do these short term things, come and give you bread and fix the road, and in 5 years' time there will be potholes on that road. They will have these silly, stinking arguments and debates, flaunting their egos. That doesn't mean that the law is stopped, because in poverty and unemployment, people become monsters. Hurt people start to hurt other people. An environment of oppression will produce oppressed people who are more than inclined to crime. All over the country, it's a systematic approach. They are billboards advertising alcohol. It is proven, scientifically proven by doctors that this country is producing by their thousands, but there is no change that is seen. These doctors are coming back and they are telling you wherever there is too much alcohol and unemployment, crime will be evident there. As so, as I started this conversation, that we are people of offices only. I'm supposed to be wearing white, seated there with God full time. But because I'm in the flesh, I need to eat. I'm in the flesh. I've got a dream of having a family one day. A family that must be outside of this environment. I mean, how do you raise children in a place that is like this? You know, sometimes I think we need to get to a point where we say, all our leaders, you move away from all those places where you're staying in. Come and stay with us in the community. I'm studying at UNISA. There is load shedding at the day of the exam, and I'm told, hey, you must go to a place where there will be no load shedding. Where? Using what? NSFAS does not pay me for the whole year. It pays me in June. I need to work. I've got assignments. Okay, what I'm going through, others are going through worse. I'm telling you, worse. Because at least there is even a university for me to attend. That is what would be said. But then that university does not exist in the air. I'm paying tax. There is a GDP. There are funds that are requested on my behalf in the global community. The funds that are supposed to be helping me, but they are not. And that is done for a long period of time, keeping people in poverty. And then crime again. If I'm caught red-handed doing a crime because I'm someone who is below the poverty line, it's easy for the law to exercise authority on me because I'm a nobody. But who is to blame in a situation that is like that? People can have conversation. We're watching them on TV. Straight face. Speak a lie, straight face. You know that after you've done that, so we know that after they've debated, they know. After they debated, they go and have dinner. They have their farms. They have their families. They've built their legacies. They'll tell you, I'm educated. I worked hard in order for me to be here. But then, you are on oath. To what degree? So what do we say when things are like that? Another guy went to the African continental leaders, and then they told him, "You are trying to expose things that you are not supposed to expose. We're gonna kill you." So people are oppressed by the very people that we think are gonna help us. So what do you do in a situation like that? That is why I'm telling you that there are some of us that quickly get to a point why am I rushing? You know, today I was pushing the wheelbarrow, moving at high speed, and I was moving quick, very, very swift. And then God said, stop. And then I stopped. I said, what? And he said, what are you doing? Where are you going? What are you working for? Are you working for money? What are you rushing to? What are you doing? He just stopped. I'm just walking. There's a place there. I can't even say it's a pavement because it's just gravel. I'm pushing the wheelbarrow just along the road in this gravel. And then God just said, stop and look around you. After you finished looking around you, look deep within. Where are you going? Why are you rushing? So there are some of us that are called to God. Wababizela kui ukuze noma sekuvelism. When issues arise in my life, I don't go around consulting people. I go back to the one who called me unto himself. That is why things cannot overcome me. Never. Even those who are used to attacking me will tell you. Never. You will always find me thriving somewhere. Always. Because when tension arises in my life, it's an indication that God is saying to me, Skomozo, you are ignoring me. Come back. I want to talk. Pull over. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Pull over. So I'm talking about the vision these days. Please come into my TikTok, my YouTube, and my Facebook. Comment, Bazalwan. Talk to me. Don't fear me. Nam njengumuntu njengawe. ngiyayikhulumela njengawe. Bless you.